Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So today's topic is related to the civil engineer. I cannot say that this will be related to this subject or this subject. Mostly the topic will be related to building planning and drawing because the first and most important process while constructing a building is to create a plan. Because once we do came to know that what is the plot size. Okay, if suppose I came to know that my plot size, whatever the client has asked me for creating a plan, is 40 feet. Okay, so this plan is like for area is 40 feet by 30 feet. If suppose area is likewise, because this is a, we can say, normal plots size which is available, and somehow we can call it as 1200 square feet, isn't it? Okay, so 1200 square feet is the area. Now, how much plot size we can utilize for a built up area, as a built up area? What will be a carpet size? What should be the like we can say, how we are going to utilize the sizes, or how we can consider that this should be the size of room? Because as a fresher, you may not have these things very clear, because um, when I was fresher, that time also I did not have any good idea about it. Like how much size should I consider for the bedroom? How much size should I consider for the living room? Because if you are starting your own practice, that time these things will play a very important role in that sense. So take an example. We are creating this for our relatives. Okay, suppose say your relative asks you to create a plan for their plot area, which is 40 feet by 30 feet, and they ask that the north is here, somehow the north is on the upside, so respectively west will be this and east will be this, and then south will be on this. Okay, now what is the expectation from your side is you should plan the things according to the position of north, because wherever is the north direction, accordingly you have to plan every room, because east is nothing but a auspicious direction. We want to place our entry of house on the east direction. We also want to place in the east direction, or on the east side face we want to place our kitchen also. Entry of the house also, it is like auspicious to place on this. So these are nothing but the things came from the principles. Okay, this is nothing but the principles of planning. Okay, that we, whatever the planning principles are there, that we need to consider. That also we will try to discuss in short in today's session. But first of all, when you get an area, what is your first task? When you know the north direction is marked up here, so respectively west, south, everything is there. Now the very first thing that you need to do is you have to left some margins. There are certain criteria. Mostly from my knowledge, the front margin, okay, front side margin, actually front margin, rear margin, and side margin. Okay, the margins are classified into three categories. Rear margin is nothing but this backside margin. Side margins are nothing but these two sides margin. If you are considering this as our for like entry of the house. So again, where is the road? Okay, roadside face. Because if the plotting is done according in that, like in that area, if the plotting is done, so the road should be there. Okay, a big road will be there. So your plotting, if it is in this way, okay, in this direction, here one is plot, here there is one plot, and your plot is somehow placed here, and you want to create the building, you want to create a plan. Now where the road is, that also plays important role, because entry of the house should be according to the roadside facing, And also it should not have the north south aspect, because many of the Indian people nowadays, actually foreigners or whoever living outside the India also, they prefer the entry or whatever the Vastu Shastra, whatever the planning is according to Vastu Shastra, they are also going to prefer according to it, because Vastu Shastra is nothing but the things which we are considering from the knowledge of our curriculum, that is related to the principles of planning, and whatever the sizes, whatever the things we are considering, that is nothing but a small kind of Vastu Shastra. In deep, we can study about it, because there is a lot of material available in the market. There are a lot of person who are taking actually Vastu Shastra degree also, so they might be having more knowledge about it. But kind of like, if we are uh, creating it on a small scale, without that also we can put some things, or we can discuss some things, or we can what I can say, think upon it, what things can be good for us. Okay, so that I'll give you a short um, video. We are going to discuss everything. First of all, how much should be the margin, how much should be the front margin, how much should be the rear margin, and how much should be the side margin, that we need to discuss. So actually, from meter point of view, 3 meter is the front margin, side margins are nothing but 2 meter, and rear margins are nothing but 2 meter. These are the we can say maximum value that we need to left on our plot area. But again, it depends upon how much is your plot size, because every client is not going to allow you to put that much of margin, because in this particular case, you can think that 3 meter is nothing but 10 feet approximately. If you are going to keep 10 feet from here, so only 20 feet are available with you. Again, if only 5 feet are like you are considering from this side also, only you can say the 15 feet area will be there. What you can create in 15 feet? One side, like one width is of 15 feet approximately, and you are doing in that way, so it is not allowable to do in that manner. So we have to consider which is like on the neutral part. Okay, it should not be much more and it should not be much less. So what I'll suggest you, keep at least 1 meter margin from the front side, and from the rest you can put 1 meter if the client is allowing you, if it is okay with him. So you can keep it like that. Otherwise, you can put 0.5, 0.5 at least from the side and rear margin. At least that much of amount of margin should be left on that slot area. From the we can say point of view of ventilation, because if the plotting is done in the, like we can say, pieces, okay, number of pieces of plots are available there in the linear direction. In that manner, what will happen, if suppose the owner of this plot in the left side is going to construct a building on the face to face manner, he is not going to left any margin there, because he want to utilize all the plot area. Whether it is allowed or not, that is the another concern. But whoever is the plot owner, if he want to construct that much of plot and he don't want to left any kind of margin, in that way, what is going to happen with you, he is going to utilize your wall. Okay, and actually it is not allowed, because there are certain restrictions for it, there are certain limitations for it, there are certain bylaws for it which we need to follow. But somehow, if someone is not following then that is their own, we can say, the risk is there. But we can have some margin, so it will be like in future it will be we can say useful for us, because if he is going to construct face to face construction, in that sense he is not getting enough ventilation in his house. After certain period of time, what will happen, because you have left some margin here, so in that, from that gap, you can take certain amount of ventilation into your house. Okay, and that is nothing but the advantageous part is for your side. And that's why we need to consider it, and we need to consider all the things, whatever the things are there in the theoretical manner. Okay, so in small towns, or we can say in small rural background, the currently the situation is like they are not following any things, and it is okay for them. But in case of big towns, or we can say the metropolitan cities, there are huge constructions, there are huge, we can say the word we can say multi-story building construction is there. And if it is a single standalone building also, we are constructing, that time also we need to follow all the bylaws, because you might be known to it, RERA registered. Whenever the construction is going to be there, we have to get it registered from the RERA. RERA is nothing but one of the law imported by the government, and which we need to consider while we are constructing any kind of building as a builder. Okay, if you are a builder, you need to worry about all the things. If you are not, if you are working under someone, you need not worry, because you are working for them. You are not binding for anything. But whatever the concepts are there, if you are cleared with it, it is good for you. So where we are discussing, if we get a plot area. So in that sense, first of all, the first task of our side is to keep certain margin. And once we keep certain margin, then whatever is the remaining area, we can consider it for the built up purpose. And that much of the area we can take for the detail plan. Now we can start creating a detail plan. So now for creating a plan, my requirement or the owner's requirement is 2 BHK. At least 2 BHK should be there. We need to construct. The staircase is another part. If it is there, we will be doing it. If it is not, again, we will take one plan, how to create the plan with staircase. Along with staircase, that I'll give brief idea about that part in further session. But today's part is to discuss all the conceptual things which you need when you are going to appear, or when you are going to put your first step into the practical world. That time these things can happen with you, and these questions may arise in your mind, and that's why I'm trying to clear all these questions. If you have any questions related to this concept, please ask in the comment box. I'll definitely try to solve all your concerns. Okay, so basically now, how to plan the 4 rooms. 2 BHK is nothing but bed, 2 bedrooms, 1 hall, 1 kitchen, along with bathroom and WC bath. Now I keep this 4 quadrant. I have categorized it into 4 quadrant. So first of all, we need to clarify on which direction, or on which aspect we can plan which room. That we need to first clarify. So according to my opinion, where we are constructing north on the upside, south on the downward side. So northeast aspect or southeast aspect, both aspect we can take help. And now on the east direction, I want my kitchen. Okay, and on the east direction also I want my entrance. So both of things I want to achieve on the same path. So I'm going to place my living room here. Okay, and I'm going to place my kitchen over here. One of my bedroom will be here, and one of my bedroom will be here. Okay, the thing is clarified. Now once I cleared in my mind that this will be my plan, now where should be the WC bath? That is the next concern that we are going to that we have in our mind. So it should be near to the road, because chambers will be near to road. So we have to drop our pipeline into chamber, and that's why I'm going to put my WC bath over in this particular region. Okay, my WC bath should be in the region, so that whatever is the pipeline, it is near to road. First thing is clear. Now, where should my entrance? Because it is north-south direction. If I'm going to place my entrance from here, as it is a road side facing, it is not going to happen in that sense. It will be like from south direction, no one is going to accept your house. So I have one suggestion for you. That time you can do one thing, or we have to create certain what we can say options for our owner, because one plan cannot be sanctioned in one single revision. There are a lot of revision, because client is going to ask you why this room should be there, I want to place my these things over here and all. So likewise there is a lot of revisions can happen, and you have to be prepared for it. So one of the way by which we can convince our client that we can provide veranda over here, and by putting veranda here, you can place your entrance from this side. And this side is nothing but east side. So we are achieving everything. Okay, we can put our windows over here. So our front elevation is also going to a decorate good or decorative one. And also we are achieving east as our entry side. We are achieving our kitchen on the east direction. Everything is like our whatever we set, and accordingly we are going to create it. So I think it's fair enough. Now, why we want living room on the east direction that we get? Like it is auspicious one. That is enough. That answer is fair enough. Why the kitchen should be placed on the east side? Again, it is auspicious, but along with it, one more reason I want to clear. From east or west, whatever is the direction, but from the east direction, whatever the sun rays are there that came inside your house or came inside your kitchen, that will be hygienic for you. Whatever we are going to prepare, whoever is standing in the kitchen or whoever is preparing something for us, or food that is going to be prepared in that, so it should be hygienic one. So whenever the sun rays are coming inside your house or inside that particular room, it is going to keep a hygienic one. Again, one more reason is that whoever is going to spend their rest of the day in kitchen, most of the time in kitchen, like the mostly female of our house are going to spend most of the time in kitchen, and they should feel, we can say, enthusiastic. In the daytime, if you are putting lights in our house, will it be a good idea? I think it is not, because it will give a negative impact. But if you are opening the windows in the daytime, and the fresh sunlight and wind is coming inside your house, and it will make a room atmosphere very calm, and we can say breathful, and very, we can say, enthusiastic one. And whoever is going to spend his rest her most of the time in the your mother, sister, whoever it is, or wife, so they may feel good while standing over there. So that's why we need to consider this all things. So I tried to explain this in a very short manner. Building principles are very brief, very detailed. We need to discuss it. So I think it is not possible for me to clear it in this single session. So we will create a next video based upon it. You guys can also suggest me whatever the content related to the civil engineering, what you prefer, or what you will like to, you are having queries related to whatever the topic, please ask me, and put in the comment box. I'll definitely try to create the videos or content related to the same things what you are going to ask me. So basically, this is what is the basic thing. So accordingly, we can plan. Again, there are a lot of concept. What should be the floor area ratio? What should be the FSI, floor space index? What is the carpet area? What is the built-up area? How we can convert this simple thing into a detailed plan? What should be the wall thickness? What should be the window thickness? What should be the door sizes? For external, what size of door we can adopt? For internal, what size of doors we can adopt? That there are a lot of things that we need to study. So in our coming video, we'll definitely try to clear all these topics. External door sizes. Okay, what topics we are going to discuss in our coming video, that we will try to elaborate here in a short manner. That is, we can say door sizes, okay, window sizes, then room sizes, what should be the room sizes. Then principles of planning. Okay, principles of planning also we need to discuss. Then next is mostly these things are important. WC bath sizes. Actually, it comes in the room, but again, I'll try to make it sorted. Room sizes, WC and sorry, bathroom, no? Bathroom size. Okay. Likewise, again, if I get idea about anything, I'll try to dictate in next video. Okay, I hope you find this video useful. If it is useful for you, please like, share, and subscribe our channel and share with maximum people so that they can take advantage of this concept. Mostly civil engineer person who are appearing for the exams also, or who are going to attempt any kind of interview. If this theoretical or practical knowledge is clear, you guys cannot like have a, if we have knowledge, we can speak something to uh, anyone, like whoever is the interviewer. If he is going to ask you some questions, if you have certain kind of knowledge over that particular topic, you can speak. Otherwise, if you don't have any knowledge, you cannot speak a single word. Am I right? So that's why you have to like study on whatever the topics are there in the civil engineering or whatever is your field. Okay, I think if you are watching my video, it means you are a civil engineer, or you are an architect, or you are an interior designer, or related to the construction, you are working something and you are watching the video. And that's why I'm saying, because relevant information we are trying to create. And yes, so share it with maximum people so that they can take advantage. And thank you guys for watching my video. Keep supporting. Thank you.